Now then, and welcome back. It's a rolling start in today's episode because I'm on my way to the mining area in the other village and I'm walking through my very long mining corridor. I never really did anything with this. Once I dug it out, I never really came back and made it look nice or anything like that. But don't you worry, I'm not planning on doing that today, no. That'll be a long and laborious job, and we will have some ideas between ourselves how to make it look good and make it a nice tunnel with tracks and minecarts. So this journey is a lot less boring than just running down a corridor past lots of lovely caves and caverns that I just sealed off on my way through. Kind of, not quite, maybe, no, ignore that one, yeah, and that one, and oh, this one, and there, yeah. And hopefully I don't fall into lava when I've missed a bit of flooring. No, it's all good, it's all good. So, I've been away for a week now. Not away, but away from recording Minecraft for a whole week now. And it's due to having the half-term schools out. Had all of the children at my house. I got a couple of teenagers and a younger boy. And they're all very fairly self-contained. They enjoy their own things. They're quite happy to potter around. But they do require some parental guidance. And they do needs time for me and my wife to look after them. So we've had a lot to do. And always background noise. Always background noise in the house. Have a quick fish. Hang on. Like food time. Yeah, there's always a bit of food time going on. There's always some eating to be done. And now we've got a new puppy as well. Puppy wants letting out. Puppy wants to wee on the carpet. And, do the business around about the house. Because they haven't quite got potty trained yet to going outside. Not quite holding it on long enough. And we're trying to encourage all of that going on. And it's been a very busy week. As you've probably seen on the channel. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you have. Maybe you're waiting for the Minecraft. Some of you will have seen on the channel that we had a go at doing some Ark Survival Evolved during the Fear Evolved event, which is still currently going, technically. So we had a go at that, and me and my son have enjoyed playing that a little bit more. Hey, here we are. Let's have a look around. So I've done that a bit, and I've done a bit of something else, and there's been plenty of other things going on in life, but Minecraft, not so much, because it takes me a little bit more time, and it's a little bit more involved, and I like doing it on my own, I suppose. I like doing this on my own these days. So, what are we going to do to make up for it? Well, I haven't really decided as such. I've got some things with silent mechanisms, this mod that does all the ores that I don't actually need for anything other than... Well, I didn't need it for anything, but now there's been an update, so I do need it for something. This whole ore into ore clumps or whatever it is. What is it? Chunks, and then chunks. Yeah, ore into chunks, and then chunks into dust, and then dust goes into there. Yeah, and can either be smelted into its actual bars, which goes into here, or it can be turned into alloys through the alloy smelter, so that we can then use them for not particularly anything, because at Silent Machines hadn't got anything at the time. It's a new mod, really. And I'm pleased to say it's in full working order up to the point that we had it. But we didn't really have a use for electrum and bismuth brass ingots and aluminium steels and uraniums and bronze and bismuth steel. We didn't have any uses for those. We used these drying racks. We used some drying racks. I did some of that to make some leather into to make some zombie leather into normal leather. I did that. I used that bit. But now we've kind of got a new section from here onwards, which is from the later updates. This gives us a wrench. It gives us empty canisters and upgrades. So we've got an output chance upgrade, chance of secondary output. An energy capacity upgrade, a processing speed upgrade, which might be quite nice, diesel, a range upgrade, we've got plastic sheets and plastic pellets, we've got an energy efficient upgrade, we've got oil, we've got a solder, even, not a soldier, a solder, and then we've got new machines, refinery, pump, mixer, and there's also a solidifier down there as well. These obviously don't have proper rendering textures yet, because that's a P, that's an R, that's a P, that's an M on the block. We've got a new block, Enderium ingots and Signalium ingots. The solidifier also needs textures. Luminum, yeah. Platinum ore is now available around and about. I don't think we've had any of those platinum ingots. Ilium ingots. Upgrade cases to make the upgrades, and all the new dusts, and all the other bits and pieces. We've then got liquids, diesel, ethane, oil, and polythene. So we've got some new stuff, right? So I decided that it would be a good idea to come over here and gather some of these metals that we've got here. Like, I'm hoping I can get a stack of each. No, I can't. Oh, maybe I can get a stack of each of these. Nearly a stack of each. Not quite. Not quite, but some. So I've managed to get some of this from somewhere in the past. Okay, so that's good. Do I have these things in here as well? What did I not get? I got a bit of copper. Can I get some more of that? Yes. So I can get some more copper dust. Lead. What was that one? Bauxite. Yes, we get some bauxite as well. And that's more nickel. Zinc. Zinc. I don't have any zinc. Let's get some zinc in there. I just thought I'd come down here and grab some of this and then take it back up to the main base so that I've got it available to me as and when. I also need to make a little run through like this just so that we can take all these items and auto-produce the raw materials so that then I can do some work over there with a few of these new blocks. Okay, so back over here. I've installed the alloy smelter over here with a few other machines that we use and a very basic coal generator in the middle there, which should probably keep it all working. And I've got plenty of space for another setup. I don't know if I want... I suppose Silent Mechanisms corner, as it were, should be an ideal place. That particular setup, not yet. Let's set it up in another corner. So, over here, we're going to have all the machines running. I'll probably set them up somewhere else first and then put them all in there nice and easy. So we've got coal generator. We've already got that. These are the machines that we're looking at. We're looking at solidifier, which is fairly complicated. Mixer, also complicated. Pump, yeah. Refinery, yep. And compressor. The compressor requires a circuit board and iron vanilla stuff. I don't think we've got everything there, no. And also a lava generator. Now, I would like the lava generator fairly soon, so that's going to be my first thing. So I don't use up all my coal. I can go and get canisters of lava, maybe even make a pump and figure out how the pump works. Invar is something now. Aluminium and circuit boards. So, an invar in an alloy smelting is nickel plus iron. Piece of nickel. Let's get 4 nickel and 4 iron. Not going to find iron like that. I'm going to have a supply of iron in my pocket as well. Iron. Let's get a stack of iron because I think there's a lot of things that are going to be doing with it. And we should just be able to put 4 nickel and, well, 4 iron. 4 iron just sit in there, and that should make us that section. Okay, and then that will give us the invar we need for here. Redstone alloy and an alloy smelter. That's going to need some steel. Steel is alloy smelting, iron, and coal dust. Coal dust is just coal through the thing. So let's take a bit of coal and grind it up through the crusher. Invar seems to be working nicely. Yeah, so it does seem to need a little bit. It makes 2 from each, maybe. Well. Actually, yeah, it makes 2 from each. So let's put some more iron in there and get some more of that invar because we'll need some more of it. Crushed coal, we've got that now. Okay, so was that about it? 4 invar I think I needed for the thing, didn't I? Yeah, so we got that. And then after it's done one more process, we'll take it out and we'll put iron and coal in. And done, thank you. So then iron and coal dust. Thinking we need a little bit more iron than coal dust. Okay, then that should make refined or steel towards making that device that we want. The lava thing, yeah. Redstone alloy is also redstone and iron in there. Don't think I have any of that yet. That's silent. No, I don't have any redstone alloy at the minute, so let's take some redstone alloy. And we have one piece. We have 2 pieces of that. That's good. And then some. Let's put 4 in there. Well, see if we can make 4 in there, like so. And that's that redstone alloy. It's 4, 1, 4 and 1. Okay. There we go. 4 and 1 in there. So we'll make some of that. Crush up a bit more coal while we're at it. There we go. Okay. And then what was the other thing we needed for the alloy smelter? Some the steel ingot we're getting. Glass we've got some of. Don't know if we've got enough glass in at the moment. Yes, we do. Okay. Need 4 glass. That's that. And 4 redstone alloy. Excellent. Some more coal dust. Awesome. Let's see if we can make this now. So we need that first. Was that? Yep. An alloy machine interface. A slightly bigger upgrade to the one I've had before. And then there's that, which required a circuit board, redstone alloy, and ingots. We need 2 of that redstone alloy over here now. Oh, look at that. Just good timing, eh? We'll make the rest of that steel up ready for the next thing that I need, because I'm bound to need another one. We'll have that in there. Take that circuit board out. And then that is circuit board done. So, the other 2 more alloys. 2 more alloys. Will be a little while processing. The speed upgrades for these things would be nice if it actually works like that. If it worked like that, it'd be amazing. And we get 2 more of those. Okay. Now we're going to have some more redstone ingots. It's a very simple setup. It's a very simple thing to do all of this, but it's just a case of processing, going through the processes, going through the motion, having bits made in preparation. I mean, having an alloy smelter that's just constantly filling up with this kind of stuff would be nice, but it's a waste of resources. There, and we get a lava generator. Okay, so lava generator, let's put that over here for now. It obviously is going to take lava in and generate power out, and it needs some textures. Still, very good. Do I have any lava in here? No, I don't. So, lava buckets. I have 2 buckets. Might go and get some lava. And just while this is working, go and get some lava out of the nether and see what we can go from there. Best remember to turn that off behind me. Wouldn't want too many pigmen running around my base. Far too many things going on without pigmen running through my base as well. We're getting constant bad guys wandering around up to the sides there. I did have iron golems down the side here. Did have a couple of them. They've obviously been destroyed during the night, and I'm pretty sure I had 1 or 2 out there as well. They've been destroyed. But the villagers inside the walls are all breeding and looking good. It actually looks like I've got an extra town centre over in that corner. So I've got this town corner here and that town corner over there. They seem to have their town meetings in 2 separate places. Which, well, it is what it is, isn't it? Right, let's put 1 lava bucket in there and let's see if that does it. Yeah, so lava goes in there, it generates. So that goes down very slightly, that goes up very rapidly, making lots and lots of FE power. Right, so I will store that bucket away for now. It's probably loads faster than that coal generator. That's for sure. So the next thing that I wanted to do, let's have a look at these wires. So the wires need redstone alloy and refined iron or copper. Right? I don't know why refined iron or copper. I suppose it's because either is okay in the grand scheme of things. So let's have a look at making some wires out of copper. Yep, plenty. 12 will probably do me nicely. So we'll see. These wires don't seem to have very much texture about them at the moment, do they? So we should, expect that to be connected there. It connects off the side. Okay, so it connects off the sides, does not connect off the top. And it does break when I want it. Yeah, so it's not quite, can't connect there. So that's probably the input and the output slots for this particular mod are top and bottom. So you input the item lava in there and output the canister or the bucket below there. And power is extracted from the outside edge. That looks okay. I guess that's okay. Let's get a spanner or a wrench and see what we can do with that. What's the missing? It's missing a refined iron in there. So let's stop that and put the coal, crushed coal. That crushed coal. We'll have another bit of crushed coal going while we're at it, because this is probably going to need lots of this refined iron stuff. So put that in there and that in there. It's going to take a little while to get this sorted first. Bit of crushed coal. Is 2 enough to start the process? Yes, it is. Good. I only actually need the 1 piece, but I'll get another couple, because why not? You need it, don't you? And then we'll see what this wrench can do, because it only needs one steel ingot for the wrench. And then the other things that we're going for, now we've got the lava power, we're going to start thinking about the mixer and refiner. I think the refiner is probably the hardest one. So we've got some electrum, we've got a heating element, which is copper and redstone. We've got aluminium, we've got the circuit board, we've got the empty canisters, which are aluminium. That's good. And the electrum, which is alloy smelting silver and gold together. Okay, so we'll get on with some of that while we're at it as well. Let's put in another few of those, just to get that done while we're doing this bit. So we want 1 of those steel ingots in there, and that should have been it. Oh, what happened? Refined iron. Oh no, refined iron isn't steel. Oh, in some of the places, that refined iron has always been steel, hasn't it? So we need the blasting for the blast furnace. Blast furnace is that with some what in it? With some smooth stone. Smooth stone, please. Can I get some smooth stone? Let's get some stone. And quickly blast 3 pieces of that into the furnace. It's handy having all this stuff in my workshop. That's why I kind of want to construct it in my workshop. I would like to have all of the resources kind of automatically processing somewhere else, like until they're full, but that's just a bit of a pain, I suppose. I should really make these things as I need them and don't do too much at a time, because why would you need too much at a time? There we go, we've got the 3 smooth stone, and the dog sounds like she wants to go out, so I'll be right back after I've set up my blast furnace. She was hungry. She needed some food. It's about lunchtime for her, so I don't blame her really, I suppose. Let's put that down there. Let's see, blast furnace. We put a few of that in there, and what do we do with it? What are the recipes of a blast furnace? It's basically iron in. Makes exactly what we want. Okay. So simple. If only I'd known that before. I've now got some steel, so it's not that big a deal. I've now got some steel, so it's not that big a deal. I like that. I like that. Oh, do you see what I did there? Yeah. So there's the refined steel. Refined iron, should I say. Okay, so we're still going with this wrench. Boom. Take a wrench. Excellent. So, what can we use this wrench for? Can we change these cables? Oh, crash. Okay, well, it's changed it from blue to orange and crashed. So, teething problems. I had to reload, but everything seems to be safe. Everything seems to be fine. Still, everything where it was supposed to be originally. Things are still working well. It just changed that when I tapped it with a wrench. So I'm not going to do the tapping with a wrench. I'm expecting that the orange will be an input. Come on, world. Still be there. Come on. Be there when I need you. Come on. Let's see what the damage is. It's on the floor. It's okay. We got it. Alright, so teething problems. Got to be careful with this kind of stuff. How am I going to get rid of that? Okay. I want to kind of experiment now, if I can take that off there with a pick. without crashing the whole system. And I would like to add some other machines to cabling so I know the rules. Like, if I can't wrench it because it's not ready yet, and if I can't break an output, break an input onto a lava, because, it feels bad. I feel like I'm going to crash again. No. Okay. So, outputs do what they're supposed to do. Inputs, you're not supposed to have an input, so don't try and make an input. And it also breaks when you crash out, when you try and break it off. Yeah, it breaks and crashes you out. So yeah, that's the thing I've learned today. You learn something new every day in this game, especially when you're playing 1.14.4 modded Minecraft. Okay, so moving on then, swiftly moving on. We've now made a wrench, get rid of that. Made a blast furnace, get rid of that. No, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Done the wires, get rid of that. Okay, so now we want to work on a mixer and a solidifier and a pump and a refinery. So the refinery, I'm not so sure that that's the first thing I need, but we're going to go for that first anyway. We've got anything that I can do for refinery at all? Absolutely nothing for refinery so far. So we're going to need a circuit board. Can I get a circuit board? Yes. Going to need some heating element. Can I get a heating element? Yes. Going to need an empty canister. Can I get an empty canister? Yes. And then I want an alloy thingy. Can I get an alloy thingy? Yes. And then can I make the thingy? No, because I need the other two thingies. This is aluminium, steel, and electrum. The electrum was gold and silver, and the aluminium steel is going to be iron, coal, and aluminium. Aluminum or aluminium. Whether you say aluminium or aluminum, it doesn't really matter to me. You will still be a friend of mine. Why not, eh? Why not? American or English, that's all it is. That's the only difference. Aluminum or aluminium. All the same. Right, so we put an iron in there, we put some coal dust in there, we're putting some aluminium in there. It was going to be a bar. Maybe I need some more coal dust doing again. Let's have a look. It is next page. Aluminium, steel. Okay, so I needed 3 coal dust, 2 iron, and 1 aluminium makes 4. Okay, that's nice to know. So 2 iron, 1 aluminum. You've got me wondering which way to do it now. 2 iron, 1 aluminum, and 3 coal dust. So it's 3 coal dust we're short on at the minute, isn't it? And that makes 4. So you get quite a lot for your material components. That's 4. That's 3 ingots. And 3 coal dust makes 4 of these ingots, which is not bad at all. And we have it, some aluminum. Right, okay, we're not saying that word ever again now. It's that grey stuff. The grey stuff. Then we need some gold and silver. There's no mistaking what gold and silver sound like. Everybody knows what gold and silver sounds like. So we alloy smelt some gold and some silver, and that should make some electrum. The electrum is on the next page as well. Electrum. Yeah, so it's 1 and 1 makes 2. 1 and 1 makes 2. Easy. Easy, quick math. So we've got 2 of that. Okay, and now we should be able to make the refinery. There we go. Okay, so we've got the refinery. Now we should be able to hook this refinery directly up to this. And we don't crash. Excellent. And then, is that receiving power? No. So we're going to have to change that. So I'm really glad that worked. It works when it's got an output place to go to. But did it output? No. So it's not physically outputting into there from there. So that is not the right place to go. So let's try putting it a bit further away. Let's have it up and over the top. No, it's not even going to connect there, is it? Okay, and this should, in theory, wrench it off. Not fast enough. Output like that. Now it's working. Okay, so maybe it just needed that one block difference between it. It couldn't go directly from one machine to the next. Maybe that's the problem with that. Okay, and then we've got to refine stuff. So I presume we've got to find something like oil in order to refine stuff. Let's show recipes. So the recipe is oil. And then there's diesel and ethanol. Where do we get oil from, though? Oil, I'm guessing, is going to be in a place far, far, far away. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to get on a horse and have a ride around and see what I can get for this. Alright, so at least we know what it does. I know that I'm going to need to go out and find oil in some way, shape or form, and then take the materials out of it again. But at least there's that. Let's set up another one this way. And let's build ourselves the next item on our list. So refinery done. Refinery done. Next thing, pump, mixer. Pump, I'm probably going to need a pump to go and find some stuff. But let's check out the mixer first. So the mixer requires quite a lot of bits and pieces here. A couple more empty canisters. I thought I had loads of those. Did I really? I don't think I used that many to make that. No, I didn't. Okay. And then we need another one of those. We need some more glass for that. Can I get some sand? And make some glass quickly. And then just get those components together and see how that one looks. Just quickly, for my own peace of mind, I want to see if the mixer can do anything without me going and grabbing 1,000 miles of stuff and things. Travelling all across the world, and maybe even having to open up the world border a bit. Because I closed the world border off, didn't I, to stop me losing bits and pieces. And I guess unless it regenerated in these areas, then I'm going to have no oil anywhere. It's going to be no oil, nowhere else to go. Then just have to open it up and have a look later on. Possibly when these are working a little bit better and the textures are done properly as well. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So, have we got enough of that? Yeah, we've got enough of that now. Good, good. So, we're now working on this, and we want one of those. Boom, got that. And that goes to that. And what do we need, the other bit? We needed that. We don't have any of the bismuth steel, which is going to be iron, coal, and bismuth. Bismuth is in stock. Awesome. Iron, coal, and bismuth to make the steel. So we'll put some iron in, some coal dust in, and some bismuth in. And we'll get a little bit of that. The other things that we needed for the mixer were the empty canisters and brass. Brass is brass dust into the blaster. Brass dust doesn't seem to have anything, so it must be copper and zinc then. Zinc is one of those that I don't have a lot of. Let's have a look at zinc. Zinc, I've got enough to get going, so let's have a few chunks of zinc. And let's have some copper. Let's have a few chunks of copper as well. There we go, and we can alloy smelt them together. Now we've got the bismuth. That should also just start working. Yep, that's good. I like. Let's take the rest of that out. Good, good. Because this coal generator isn't quite keeping up. Look, it's not filling everything up. It's dealing with the things that need things, but it's not quite keeping up with 3 devices all at once. So we'll see how that works. Okay, we've got some brass. Right, so now, have we got everything we need in this place to make a mixer? All but the circuit, which I'm pretty sure we had everything we needed for that. Yes. Awesome. And so, a mixer. They don't take too much to make, but we've got to experiment, haven't we? So now, that won't automatically have done that, so let's change that around, and yep, there we go. Okay, so mixer. What recipes have we got for mixers? We can have water going in, and ethane and water coming out. Okay. And then the uses of ethane. No, ethane uses. Ethane in the mixer can make polythene. Do I have to put both in there at the same time? I'll probably do, don't I? The ethane's probably going to come from the refinery, and then the water. So I'm going to end up with the refinery creates diesel and ethane. The uses of diesel will be in the diesel generator. The ethane then has to come across to the mixer and just add water, and then that makes polythene or polythene, and then the uses of that in a solidifying machine is going to make the plastic pellets, which will then make plastic sheets, which will then make the upgrade cases, which can then be used to make upgrades. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go and find some kind of oil supply in order to make this little trick work. But it's a very simplistic looking setup. I'll try and figure out how we can make it look good at the same time. I would like a diesel generator generating it all for me as well, so that I don't have to worry about that. The byproduct of that becomes this, and that goes into there, and then we have this, and that goes and makes polythene. And then we have the plastic that we need to make the upgrades in maybe a little stacky tower type thing over here. Hopefully, put oil in the top, get rubber out at the bottom, rubber pelts or rubber pellets or whatever out at the bottom, so I can make upgrades for the machines and make them faster. That'll be something for future episode now. We have done as much as we can today. I've got to get back to the dog. I'm pretty sure she's probably going to need some fuss and some attention because she's a small child. That's what the puppy is, a small child dog, and needs lots and lots of care and attention and snuggles and stroking and all the cute things like that, but also cleaning up after. Yeah. It's exhausting, I tell you. It's exhausting, I tell you. But thank you very much for watching today's episode. For whatever it's worth, this was something I wanted to test out, and I thought, what better to do with my time than test it out for you guys. So thank you very much for watching another episode of Minecraft 1.14.4 or the Mods 4 with Nemsun. Until next time, goodbye.